Good morning. I just wanted to show you around the house and stuff and what all we plan to hopefully get done. I mean, not all at once, but eventually over time. We're wanting to cut down this tree right here. Our property line, I don't know if you can see the fence right there, but our property line is the fence. But we're wanting to cut down that tree right there and plant either a couple of fruit trees or some muscadines. I'm also wanting to take down a bunch of these bushes right here. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do the bushes in the back, but I'm definitely going to do all of these more round bushes. I'm not sure exactly what kind they are, but we're wanting to plant blueberry bushes. I've already earlier this year cut down some of the ones here. I've got to finish, and I need to dig them up. You can see them growing back, and there was a half dead rose bush. We bought the house almost exactly a year ago. It'll be a year the 21st of August. Let's see. I think we're gonna leave these for right now. They need to be trimmed, but I think we're gonna leave them. There's a big yellow rose bush over here. I think I'm gonna leave it because it's really nice, and I had planted another little yellow rose bush here too. That one was already here, but I planted this one. I know they need to be trimmed, and the bed needs to be weeded. We got a hummingbird vine on an arch, and it has grown out of control. And this whole area is out of control. Between my husband's health and my health, we just haven't been able to do what we had planned to do when we bought the house. But hopefully, you know, through growing our own stuff and eating a more healthy diet, you know, we'll be able to get all that more under control. But there's lots of rocks and stuff I need to go through and make sure to get up all the rocks before we do anything. Most of this is weeds. The hummingbird vine is growing all up through the weeds. I'm going to need to relocate this. It's another little rose bush that I had planted, and you can see the hummingbird vine is growing all over it. There's not much over here I think I'm going to keep, because this area does flood pretty bad. There's a rock sprinkler system that she had that you just hook the hose pipe up to. We're going to cut down, I think we're going to leave this tree, excuse the weeds. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool. I like it. We've thought about putting Christmas lights on it, but these round ones we're gonna cut down. I'm still not exactly sure what kind of rose bush this is. Somebody told me it was a wandering rose. It grows all out. I had put it on a trellis last year. I need to figure out how to trim it because I'd like to leave it. It'll be out of the way of all the gardening. There's these stepping stones. I'm going to get them up. But all right here we're going to do is where we're going to do our raised garden beds. Our property line goes from the edge. That garden bed is right on the edge. So we have, you know, a couple feet more from over here. Let's see. Like I said, all this is coming down. It's mostly just weeds. There wasn't a whole lot of flowers that came up over here because, like I said, it does flood really bad, which is why one of the main reasons we're going to do raised garden beds over here. I have no idea what this is. There is one other rose bush over here that was already here. I'm not quite sure what kind it is. I mean, roses are beautiful, which I've never been a big gardener of anything, but I'm not quite sure how to care for the roses as well as I would like to. We are going to cut down this big old holly bush. We were supposed to do it last year, but as I've said before, between my husband's health and my health, we just weren't able to. We cut this tree down last year, and it's come back, so we've got to figure out something to do with that. We've got a little dwarf magnolia. I love it. I just wish it was somewhere else. You know, it's right behind the garage, and I would like to utilize the space with something else. We have to be very careful with what we do back here, because like I said, when it rains a lot, it does flood really bad back here. I'd love to get this little wagon fixed up. We had the lady who lived here leave a bunch of the garden stuff. We got this nice concrete picnic table we'd like to do stuff with. All this back here, a little well that I'd like to move up front, a little concrete seat or footstool or something, that nice planter. But these 3 trees right here, this one low-hanging branch right there, our neighbors kind of wanting us to cut it down, which I mean is fine with us. We want these trees gone regardless, but for, I think at least right now, we're going to leave this tree because it's the biggest, and just trim those so that they can mow a lot better. We love our neighbors. We go to the moon and back for them. But we are going to try to cut this one down. We're going to take that one big limb to the left right there off first, and then you know, cut it down, because we've got a lot of empty space over here that we could have it fall. We'll probably need some help. We've never cut down. I've helped cut down trees before, but like in a very young little girl way. But I think between my husband and I, we could do it. But we're gonna do this one first, because we want to plant fruit trees back here. We've got to figure out what kind we'll be able to plant. At the very, very back, it doesn't flood as bad. Probably from about the picnic table this way floods the worst, up to the front of the shop. This side doesn't flood really bad. Let's see, I just walked you through that side over there. Here's the back, and then our property line goes to the end of that fence back there, just behind the trees. This was already pretty much grown up when we bought the house. It's some sort of little garden bed that had several different bushes and stuff, and as you can see, it's all weeds. I cut it all down last year, but it's all pretty much come back. We're going to take all that up and till it. I would like to, because this area, I don't know if you can really tell, but this area is a little bit higher, so it doesn't flood as bad, and I would like to till it and possibly maybe plant like some pumpkins or something. But it comes all, she's got the, that's why she had all that landscaping over there, because that area floods really bad, and instead of turning it, I guess, into a yard. But this area doesn't really flood. She had it all kind of marked off as landscaping, and she did a lot of pretty flowers and stuff. But her health had gotten bad, so it had already grew up pretty bad with weeds, and like I stated before, I'm not the biggest gardener, so I didn't take care of it like I should have, and it's just an overgrown mess. But we're gonna take it in a good bit, because, you know, we would eventually like to have kids, and so, you know, we want a yard and stuff. Not only that, you know, we're trying to do this homesteading, and we need, you know, areas to do, you know, animals and stuff that we can do. We had already, I don't know if you can see that stump right there, it's already covered up with a vine. It was a half dead evergreen that we did cut down not long after we bought the house. That is a big old huge gardenia bush that needs to be trimmed. I've also got another one over here that was beside the holly bush that needs to be trimmed. I want to leave those because, I mean, everybody loves gardenias. They smell amazing. But I hate that holly bush tree. I want it gone. It's just taking up space. That's a dogwood. I do know that. She had so many. There was, I think we still have 8 dogwoods on the property, and I've cut down 3. I know, don't shoot me for that. But one of them was diseased and in the way, so we cut it down. There was another one up here in this area, but we're going to take it into about, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet or so in this way, so that we'll have more area right here. But like I said, there's not. I did plant a butterfly bush right here that I'm going to try. It's about dead, I think. I may try to relocate it. I don't even know if you can see it. But I may pull it up and try to replant it next year. We've got a nice little fountain. It's turned off right now just because, I mean, we don't go back here a lot. We are both starting to feel better. So we have been doing a lot more, but, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Got a nice little windmill. Yeah, see, I had tried to plant some jalapenos and stuff, but then with him being in and out of the hospital and everything, it kind of let everything go. But I need to get out here and get all this. There's all sorts of little statues and stuff. That was tomatoes. But we're wanting to take all this into the front of the garage. Maybe kind of just make it a nice little round area. That was supposed to be sweet peppers. You know, we got a hammock that we never lay in. But, you know, just going to get this fixed up best that we can. We've got a nice, you know, shop garage. The garage door broke not long after the spring on the door snapped, which it was old. There's another dogwood tree. Then there's 3 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, maybe there was 8. We still have 5. Yeah, okay. I'm wanting to, I love these bushes right here. I don't know what they're called, but they're so in the way. Like we can't hardly get to the hose. I'm going to try just trimming them down first, but I think that they're going to end up having to go. You see the dogs up there, the ducks, and that's Goose. Hey, Goose. Hey, Goose. That's my lemon and lime tree. But this has just kind of been a little catch-all area right as of right now. I need to get it cleaned up and all that, and get it organized. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. We're wanting to, I think the first thing that we're gonna start off as far as animals is maybe get some quail. So I think we're going to, this tree has just grown up this year, so I need to get it trimmed. This is the dog pen. There were some bushes right here that we cut down to let the dogs come out. Our little makeshift stairs that we had is rotted in all the rain and stuff. But I've got to get the air conditioners over there. I don't want to go in there because there's dog poop everywhere right now. But I've got to get all those bushes trimmed down from around there. You can't even see the air conditioner right now. We've got these 3 nice little trees. I love them. I don't know what they're called, but they're kind of that little float, like the limbs will like fall down, and they're really pretty. I love them. But I need to trim this tree down. We're thinking about putting the quail in here maybe, because the dogs we used to have guinea pigs, and you know, the dogs are super gentle. Spud, when we had, where we used to live, when we had baby chicks, Spud loved them. Where's Spud? Spud, come here. Come here, Spud. There's Rowdy. There's Spud. Spud and Goose. But Spud has been around baby chicks, and he loved them. He was so gentle with them. When they'd fly, it would get to where they would fly out of little tubs and stuff. It was like he would protect them. You know, he wouldn't let them get hurt. He wouldn't let the cat get around them. But we just got Goose this year. He was, we adopted him as a lab mix, and we think he's a pit bull lab mix. But he's so gentle. He loved the guinea pigs. And then, you know, like I said, Spud with the chickens, and then of course he was gentle with the guinea pigs too. But he's a good boy. We've had him about 4 years. You're about 4 years old now? Yeah, he was the first dog my husband and I adopted together. And then Rowdy. Come here, Rowdy. Come here, Rowdy. Rowdy is my grumpy old man. He's not going to want to jump down. He's about 11. I've had him since the day he was born. He's small. He's just grumpy. But he's good with all sorts of animals. He don't even have enough teeth, I don't think, to hurt nothing. But that's, and then, I mean, you know, up there is just the front of the yard where we were. But that's our little house. I'll give you a tour of the inside at some other time. It's a little messy right now. But we've got, I think, about 1/3 of an acre. So we're not going to get to do a whole awful lot with it. But we do want to, you know, do what we can with it. I don't know if we'll be able to branch out and get goats or not. I don't know. It'll just depend on how much land we end up having and stuff once we get all the gardening and the landscaping. There's another gardenia bush. She had actually kept that one trimmed pretty good. I haven't, but she had kept it trimmed pretty good, so it's not as out of control as the other ones. But we're definitely going to get quail, and we would like to maybe get some chickens, some meat chickens and land chickens. So this is our view across the road. Sometimes we can see deer and stuff. I think they've got soybeans growing over there, and then there's corn behind us for right now. So, but there you go. You see, this is the before. Like I said, really the only thing that we've done so far is me, you can see my brush pile out there from me cutting down these bushes. And I'm going to try to get these bushes over here cut down, if not all of them, at least some of them cut down today. So thanks for watching. I know there's not a lot on here right yet, but you know, you could subscribe, check us out, keep updating. You know, we'll keep updating about how our journey goes, and you know, just see what we got in store. Who knows? Thanks, y'all. Bye.